When I was about like 11 or 12, I made the decision just to stop going, and I kind of forced my mom into not going as well, so we weren't going to church at all. And so a couple years passed, not going to church, and my dad moved to Arizona, so in a whole other state away from me, so I only saw him like once in a while, like once or twice a year. And so about when I was 15, 16 in high school, I started drinking and partying and smoking, and my life was just going all downhill from where I was. Like, my school was going down, I was barely getting by in school. I ended up in the hospital when I was 16 years old from drinking too much. It was a really bad time, and I knew who God was, but I just didn't really care. Like, I just pushed everything aside and wanted to do what I wanted to do. And 2 years later, after the first time I ended up in the hospital, I ended up in the hospital again for drinking at a concert. It was really bad. Like, my mom had to like drive like an hour, 2 hours to come and find me in the hospital, a whole nother city. And about 2 or 3 days later, my dad was in town from Arizona, and we went to dinner. And I called my mom and told her I was coming home, and she just said that you're not living with me anymore. You're living with your dad. You have to leave. Like, I can't handle you doing this to me anymore. So that night, I took a 6-hour drive back to Arizona without anything that I had, just the clothes that I was wearing to that dinner. And it was like a big life change, like big experience. Like, I never thought that'd happen. I didn't get to say goodbye to any of my friends, nothing. I just left. And that same week, like 4 or 5 days later, I ended up going to the church that my dad was going to in Arizona, which is Red Mountain Community Church. And I didn't really enjoy it that much. Like, I didn't know anyone, I didn't feel that welcome, but my family there, me, my 3 other siblings, and my dad and my stepmom just kept on pushing me to go. Like, yeah, you need to go, you need to do something else with your life, it's good for you. So for about the first 6 months, 7 months, I just didn't really like it. I kind of knew some people, but after like the first year, me and Kyle Fox, which is the college pastor, he just started pressing into my life that what the gospel was, and that it's really something that I wanted to live my life for. So about a year after I first went to that church, I decided to give my life to Christ, which, as you guys called Born Again, which was, thank you. It was a really hard decision for me that I wrestled with the months before that, just thinking, am I really going to be trustworthy in what I'm in this decision? Am I really going to be able to commit my life to God? And just the friends that I've made before that, and Kyle and all the other adults, just kept on saying, you can do this, it's good for you, like, God can change your life in a whole nother direction. And 2 or 3 months after that, I decided to come here, interview to come to Uganda to UCF, and it was an amazing thing hearing that I got to be on this team to come here, just to be with all of you guys, to be able to know that I have brothers and sisters all the way across the world that are doing the same thing, living out the same gospel with me. And I just thought it's amazing, and when I got here, you guys are all so like nice and welcoming, and it's like the best thing that I could experience in my walk with God. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for letting me tell my story.